And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and this is kind of a second part of the two-part series. Yesterday, I did the Training Droids Challenge, which I'll probably be putting that video out today, the same day that I put out this Bounty Hunter. Just wanted to show you what unlocks at level 84, so you can kind of see what to expect. Now, the Training Droids Challenge was pretty easy. Yes, I had to go against level 87 characters, but honestly, they were relatively squishy. They didn't hit that hard, so I don't foresee Bounty Hunter being too difficult. Now, when you go in, normally there's 5 tiers. This is going to be a 6th tier. And when you go to required units, there's no requirements. So that means you can use any of your characters. That's good news because you can build any kind of a team you'd like, kind of like Cantina. And for possible rewards, normally it went up by about 10,000 credits. It did go up a little higher than that, about 12,000 credits. And so that's good. So now we're going to get, a solid 100K every single time, technically 105, but, 100K, which is nice. It always bothered me that it was only 93,000. Anytime you can get more credits, that's a good thing, right? So the first time you do it, of course, they'll give you a couple of crystals. That's nothing to write home about, but, anytime you can get free crystals, right? So the thing about this is these characters in this particular one are going to hit hard. Most of them in the other ones do not hit that hard. They have special buffs, and those particular buffs either help them with health or help them with some aspect of being able to take them out. This particular one, the training bots and stuff are going to help them with their getting buffed and stuff like that, and they're going to hit really, really hard. You want to be able to apply offense down. Now, if you just bring a power team, you can power right through this pretty quickly. So I'm going to bring in a pretty powerful team, and we'll just wipe it out pretty quickly. I always love this part. I think I borrowed Jedi Knight Anakin yesterday. So let's do someone else. And I'm not sure who I really want. By the way, sometimes they give you good characters over here. I mean, look, there's a Chewbacca, over 10,000, and there's a 7-star General Grievous I could borrow. That's kind of fun, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot of pretty cool characters you don't have to borrow, but you get more ally points if you borrow somebody that you know. We'll just go ahead and use that. Now, this was the last team that I used the last time I went through. They always remember that, and that was a decent team. But we're going to change it up. Let's see. How about we change this up a little bit? We'll do a Rex lead. And let's do Ayla and Darth Vader. I haven't shown off my Darth Vader. And we'll use my Anakin. And then we'll use my Sunfac. So I don't have, Ayla, she hits pretty good, and Anakin does. I'm not really sure how my Darth Vader will do. We'll see. Again, I don't expect this to be too difficult, but I do want to show you what levels you're going against. I'm guessing level 87s. Yes, they're level 87 gear 12. And these guys are going to have synergy with each other. One's going to shoot, then a bonus shot. Then another one's going to shoot, and then the other one will get a bonus shot. So you got to take these guys out quickly. Since there's 3 rounds, I'll go ahead and use this in round 1, and then hopefully I'll have it for round 3. And my goal here is to just take these guys out. And he's still stunned, so let's go ahead and do this. There we go, almost 10K. I really wish Darth Vader's basic did more damage than it does, but he's got a pretty cool special ability. So really my goal here is just to get rid of as many of these as possible, so that way they don't have any synergy when they get to go. And so far I haven't been touched, and I have all of my special abilities ready to go for this last encounter. And if you look, you've got the enhancing support droid, which helps him hit for harder, and then restraining support droid, which restrains us. So this makes him hit harder. This makes us not hit for as much. So if you're wanting to go after one of these support droids, the restraining support droid is a big deal because you want to be able to maximize your damage, and the enhancing support droid is going to reduce the amount of damage he does. Something I did notice, though, he goes very slowly, just like all the others. So you're going to be able to get at least 1 round, maybe 2 rounds with all your characters. Let's go ahead and stun these guys. And again, I timed that stun perfectly. Didn't go off. That's too bad. We'll go ahead and use my tank so to keep everybody safe. And he's definitely tanky. You can see I've already, been going for a second time. He hit pretty hard, but not hard enough. And this isn't going to do much at all. But really, I'm just ignoring those droids. They're pretty tanky like he is, and I just find it's faster to just go straight for him. Just like that. Again, you could take the droids out, have fun with it, take the one that makes him hit not as hard, and then drag it out and stuff, but I just don't see the purpose. So again, some crystals, some ally points, and now credits. Credits are at 105k, which is nice. Anytime you can get more credits, that's good. So I just wanted to show you what you go against. If you did notice, he shot just like Cad Bane shoots, sometimes twice in a row, and each time he shot, he did quite a bit, about a quarter of the damage. A quarter of protection, and the second time he shot, it was like another quarter of protection. So 4 times, and he'd have probably killed somebody. Just he moves too slow for it to be much of a threat. But that is what you'll be facing. As always, if you like the videos, like, share, and subscribe. I did have a lot of people say, Will, you haven't done an in-depth character review in a long time. What's going on? Yes, you're right. So a couple of things. One, I do have a huge list of videos I want to produce, and so I'm trying to work through them as I can, while taking on some of these new things that are unlocking and showing them, because they're kind of time sensitive. Obviously, when something unlocks, I want to show it as soon as possible so people can know what to expect and plan and prepare for it. But I do have some plans for those. Now, it did throw a bit of a wrench into my plans for the videos, the in-depth reviews, when they raised everything to level 85, because I had over 40 characters pretty much maxed out, and now all of them are not maxed out again. And I can still do character reviews on individuals not maxed out, but that is my goal, is to be able to show players that you're playing with, or characters that you're playing with, them in kind of all their glory as best as possible, within means. And so I'm hoping that I can get a few more leveled up and get them a little bit higher, so that way when I do some of these character reviews, you'll get to see their power. For example, I will also be doing some updated character reviews on some characters that have gotten a much needed rework. So I know a lot of you are like, what are you talking about, a rework? Well, whenever there's a balance issue, they do these, gear changes. And so, for example, and some people are going to be totally upset with this, but Rey, she hits hard, but she's really squishy, and she's also become less relevant with the AoE meta. Now, for their solution, they've given her 2 of these, 2 intelligence slots. Now, I want you to know what intelligence does. So intelligence, raising that up, it increases her overall special damage and her resistance. So that's awesome. That means that the damage that she does on her special hits that are classified as actual special damage is going to go up, and then her resistance is going to go up. And of course, resistance is under other people's special damage. So not their basics, but their special damage. So her resistance is going to go up, and then her, not physical offense, but her special offense is actually going to go up, which means she's going to hit harder, which would be exciting to see if we can get those 2 gear slots filled. And this bottom one, which I do have one of these already, it adds 10 to strength, 10 to agility, and 10 to intelligence. That's huge. That is really huge. But look at this, plus 60 on both physical and special critical chance. That is really, really cool. So they are making a powerhouse even more of a powerhouse. Now, what I really like about this rebalance is is there's a lot of them. So everybody complained about Leia, right? Leia was the stuff. She was amazing. And then all of a sudden she went to the wayside because of armor. They listened to you guys. And so when they reworked her, check this out, 75 physical damage more, which makes her hit harder, plus a little more resistance for her, which is awesome. But look at this one. 250 health, so they're going to make her a little bit less squishy. Another 85 physical damage, so now we're at 160 more physical damage. And they increased her armor penetration by 14 with this particular piece of gear. So they're making her capable of hitting harder, having more health, and getting through that armor easier. And 14 armor penetration is huge. So anyway, I love how they're reworking some of these characters where when you used to use them and love them, and all of a sudden now they're maybe not as relevant. Well, if we can get those pieces of gear in there, they just may become relevant again. And I think they're trying to breathe new life into some of these characters that maybe were once popular and are not popular anymore. Another individual, Darth Maul, of course, Han Solo. You know, Han Solo's kind of a one-trick pony is what a lot of people say. But again, they're going to add him strength, 36 strength. That's crazy, but it's not, that doesn't stop there. He gets another one. That's 72 on strength, which is huge. And so his strength is going to increase his overall health and his armor rate. So it's going to give him less squishiness. So that is really, really cool that they added those to him. And then, of course, he gets a Mark IV holo projector, which is cool because it gives him more health, more physical damage, and more armor penetration. I cannot wait to get these 3 pieces of gear into Han Solo to see how crazy he could hit for. So anyway, and I haven't omega'd any of his abilities yet either. So really, I'm interested to see all this. But I just wanted to showcase this as to why I haven't done a ton of in-depth character reviews. There's been a lot of changes, and I've been trying to embrace that. I've also been exceptionally busy, as I've told you guys. So I am working on those, and I do want you guys to know that they are important to me because they are important to you. I do love having conversations with you down below in the comment section. There's a ton of you, such as Big Show, who have conversations with me. He said, shout me out. So I'm doing that. If you want to chat with me about anything, you can leave comments down below, and I assure you I leave responses to each and every comment as best that I can. I don't see all of them, but I try my very, very best to respond to each and every one. As always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.